What is Khalsa Raj? See, okay, is it Khalistan? Well, Khalistan tends to be, for most people, the small state of Punjab. ठीक है ना? Which Punjab, if you ask them, they'll say the one that we've got now. But do they want Haryana and Himachal Pradesh inside there again? They're like, yeah, we like that. Then would they want a bit in Pakistan as well? Probably they'd like that as well. So which one do we want? Do we want the big Punjab that looked like a butterfly before partition? Or do you want the half the wing of the butterfly? Or do we want that little bit left now? This one, not many people can answer. Which one do they want? So they say, well, it's not possible to get the one from Pakistan. It's probably likely to get the one from... If they start bringing practicality into it, I'd say the most practical option is to take over India. It's more practical because India's already got the biggest weapon in the world. Nuclear weapons. Yeah? We need nuclear weapons, innit? Don't you think the Khalsa should have nuclear weapons? Should do, shouldn't they? Why has America got nuclear weapons and the Khalsa hasn't got nuclear weapons? That doesn't make any sense. In this world, nuclear weapons determine who you are. If you look at the UN Security Council, the 5 members on the UN Security Council all funnily happen to be nuclear armed nations. So basically, in this world, there's one big weapon. If you haven't got it, you are nobody. So the Khalsa wants to Raj, it needs to have that weapon. So it's easier to get that weapon just by taking over India than it is to spend all that time researching it with 2 nuclear armed enemies on both sides. You're not going to get India off India, to be honest. You're not going to get Khalistan off India very easily. Yeah? So I would suggest think bigger. So for me, Khalsa Raj is that the Khalsa rules the world. Now when I say this sometimes they go, we don't expect, but I say the Khalsa Raj means that the Khalsa rules the world. Right? Now how will it rule the world? Basically it's going to take people from here to become the Prime Minister of Canada. And loads of other provincial governments to be run by Khalsa. And the Khalsa will run Canada. And wherever the rule of the people in the world clashes with Khalsa ideology, then they will change the law to suit the Khalsa ideology. Okay? Because currently the laws are already coming towards Khalsa. They've already got equality for everybody. We had that many years ago. Yeah? They've already got men and women equality. We had that years ago. They've got non-discrimination on the basis of sex, race, sexual orientation. We've got that. Now, what do they need still? Need to look after everybody. Yeah? Feeding everybody. Education for everybody. The system is not very equitable. It's not very equal. It suits the rich. So when the Khalsa came into power, the Khalsa will start to change the system to suit the poor. Yeah? The current system suits the rich. The Khalsa system suits the poor. Maharaj said, Jithe ni Somalian, tithe nadar teri bakshish. Where the poor people are looked after, that's where the kirpa comes down. So what we're trying to do is, that 99% versus the 1%. We're trying to swap it around. So now the 1% is not the one that controls 99%. 99% become in charge. But unfortunately, 99% will never get in charge unless they get Shastratari at the front. So the Khalsa is an armed revolutionary, trying to free everybody else. So Khalsa Raj is that everybody in the world gets food, everybody in the world gets education and freedom. So imagine a situation here. Let's say Canada is Khalsa Raj. Now what happens next? We get news coming in, right? That in Sudan, the Janjaweed are going around killing people, right? So what happens next? Just like the UN haven't got an army, so they have to beg people. If it was the UN doing something, they have to go and ask all the countries, can we act? Russia and China says veto, so UN can't do anything. Then NATO decides to do something. Then they find who armies they can get from. In the meantime, the Khalsa Raj in Canada has sent off a couple of helicopter gunships. They sent them full of Khalsa, part of the Khalsa Fauj. And they go down there, they track down these Janjaweed people, and they just kill them all. And they go back and they get langar up for everybody who didn't get food, get some medicines out, solve the problem, guard the people, and they go, thanks very much, we're off back home. Yeah? We're not here to take over your country. Dusht dokhin pakar pacharo. That's our job. Wherever there's dusht and dokhis, pakar ke pachhar do unhanu. Chatka. So the point is that we're trying to solve the world's problems, yeah, by putting ourselves in the firing line. So the Khalsa Raj is that place that Guru Arjan Dev Ji talks about. Halemi Raj. Halemi means compassionate rule. It's a rule where the Khalsa rules the world for everybody else, to look after everybody else. Because we want Sarvat Tapala. Nobody else wants Sarvat Tapala. Believe you me out there, governments are besharam. They'll say quite openly, we're only out for our own pala. We don't care about everybody else. Yeah? They say, America says, American interests abroad. But the Khalsa says, Sarvat Tapala interests abroad. Yeah? So, the Khalsa Raj means the Khalsa rules the world because Akal Purkh Waheguru set up the Khalsa. Agya Pai Akal ki tabe chalayo pant. Waheguru made the Khalsa. Waheguru sent Guru. Waheguru sent the Bani. And Waheguru has now made the Khalsa Panth to carry out the hukum, which is to set up a world free of persecution, with basic human rights. That's our mission. So Halemi Raj, Khalsa Raj, they all mean the same thing. That's our mission. And the only way it's going to happen is for a lot of Sikhs to give Shahidi. So that's just the way it has to happen. But if we believe in our Guru, we don't fear death, because dying for Guru means mukti, yeah, if you die for him. But if you live in the fear, then you don't get mukti. So Sikhi is about accepting that Maharaj is in charge and that we don't care. So the Khalsa starts by giving its head. You only start to become a Khalsa when you give your head. Following that, what happens to you is none of your business. It's Guru's hukum, unadi moj. So Paragatyo Khalsa Paramatam ki moj. This is the moj of Akal Purkh Waheguru. That the world looks at these people and goes, who are you? Where have you come from? Are you like some super alien beings that came upon this earth just to give us all freedom? And we say, yeah, we're kind of like that. God made us for this reason. God's policemen, God's army. But really doing God's mission. Not to do our mission, God's mission. So we don't say, Khalsa Ji Ka Waheguru. Yeah? God's not ours, we're God's. So we say, Waheguru Ji Ka Khalsa. And then we don't say, Fateh Hove Khalsi Ki. We say, no. We say, Waheguru Ji Ki Fateh. So the mission is Waheguru's, so we're doing their work. So we actually work for God directly.